Good morning. My name is Jeremy Miller. I'm a technologist and an investment banker, and I want to share with you two of the reasons why I'm excited to introduce Ravelin. The first is disruption. We've heard disruption a lot this morning. But where does disruption come from? What is, to use Leanne's word, the provenance of disruption? Well, for a long time, Silicon Valley has had a large advantage in this area. The PayPal mafia, the ex-Googlers that have gone on to set up public companies, people who are early at Facebook. In fact, this dates all the way back to Fairchild Semiconductor that gave us Intel and Kleiner Perkins, two of the most important institutions of all time. So it's very exciting to see that kind of legacy, that kind of transition, that intergenerational creation starting to appear in the London ecosystem. And it's one of the characteristics that makes me very excited about Ravelin when you hear their backstory. The second is the technology itself. We all know that the innovations in cloud computing, the innovations around machine learning and big data are changing the world that we live in. But in London, there are a few companies that have really been focused on the depths of the technology, and this is one of them. So I'm extremely excited to introduce Martin and the team at Ravelin today.
Good morning. My name is Martin, and I'd like to talk to you about the darknet. Criminals from around the world congregate here to buy and sell illegal goods. And anyone in this room, armed with a free browser and a few dollars, can buy credit card details. It costs 30 seconds, and you even get a money-back guarantee. But don't worry, your money is safe. But somebody has to pay, and merchants pay. Last year, they lost $14 billion, a number that's grown 4 times in 3 years alone and is growing faster than e-commerce as a whole. Now, my team and I experienced this firsthand at the taxi app Halo. At its peak, we were losing tens of thousands of pounds a month. And whilst revenue grew 7x, we took fraud from a peak of over 100 basis points down to 3 basis points. And we realized in doing so that this new economy of on-demand goods and services fulfilled through mobile apps is a fraudster's dream. And that's why we created Ravelin. Until now, fraud has been detected at the point of sale using limited data: name, email, phone number, billing, and shipping address. This approach is slow, ineffective, and expensive. We integrate deeply with our merchant customers' apps and websites to see everything a user does and perform a full behavioral analysis of that user. And by using machine learning, we're able to score that user in real time and spot them before we even get an order from them. Now, we've got quite a team to solve this problem. I was the founding engineer at Halo. I built the product and the team from the founder's kitchen table to a $200 million business in 3 years. Lenny, senior platform engineer and serial entrepreneur. Martin O'Riordan, ex-intelligence analyst out of the UN, NATO, and Scotland Yard. He solved Chinese organized crime rings, arms hostage situations, and anti-corruption efforts in the Balkans. And Nick Lally, Nick's an accountant. But he was the first financial hire at both Halo and Canonical, the makers of Ubuntu. And we are not alone. Our team has a pedigree, an experience in fraud, data science, and technology. And we also have some of the best investors in Europe backing us right now. Now, our technology is flexible and powerful, but we're focusing on mobile, on-demand businesses. But the problems that these companies have are present elsewhere. Real-time, high-volume, low-margin, gambling, gaming. And these companies are banging on our door. And even traditional retail, e-commerce, is moving towards a more real-time future, a more mobile future, and they will have to adapt as their fraud changes. Now, over the last 6 months, we've worked incredibly hard building our team, building our product, and building our beta partnerships. Today, we have 12 of them. But our funnel is full to the brim, and we have more demand than we can handle. We are Ravelin. I am Martin, and we are building the future of fraud detection. Thank you very much.